Okay, here I was putting in in an Ethernet cable. It's 250 feet. Uh, the guy across the road does that for a living. He digs trenches and buries that. Well, he come over and looked at it, and I was gonna buy the cable and put it in the ground. And he said, "Well, you should get yourself 1.25 inch plastic pipe and put that in." Well, because he says that way, if you have to, you can you can pull the cable out and put in a new cable if the cable goes bad or if they ever get the fiber optics in that they're talking about. And so I thought, well, that's a pretty good idea. So that cost me extra $120 for for that plastic pipe. But there's things I learned that, of course, because I never put it in before. But there's things I learned. I guess I could have gone on YouTube and looked at some videos. I'm sure there's plenty on other people putting in line to the house. But I'll walk up that way while I'm talking. You can see I had a ditch here, so I had to shovel pretty deep. Like I say, I dug it out with a shovel myself. But here's the ditch right here. So what I had to do is dig. I was only going to go a foot down, but I had to go about 2 or 3 feet down there and there, so that right in the middle of the ditch here, because I wanted to go under the ditch. So I dug that down, and I'm hoping when I pile some dirt on top of it, that'll hold that down. But there's a lot of things I learned, like oh yeah, you can. It doesn't matter which end you put down, and I found out that I'll get a little closer to the camera here. I found out that, see how I got it here. Well, if you try to run the cable that direction, it'll keep hitting against that pipe inside there, and you won't be able to slide it through. So you have to go that way because it'll slide through past that. I never knew that. So I found that out, so I had to go on the house side, way up there, and feed the cable down. No, I'm backwards. I had to go to that end and feed the cable that way after I laid the pipe in. And then they told me that you don't need to, what you do is you take that tube, that pipe, and you bury it in the ground, and then you can feed the cable through. Well, that's not true either. If you do that, then every so often I had to take it apart and pull it through, because that cable wouldn't feed all the way through, trying to push it 250 feet. So what you had to do is push it through, I don't know, 40 feet, and then pull the pipe apart, and then feed it through by hand, and then go another 40 feet, pull the pipe apart, feed it through some more. Well, I'm very glad I didn't bury that cable, bury the pipe and then tried to feed the cable through. That wasn't a very good idea. And then, as you can see, I had to dig up. There's a lot of roots around here too, and there's a lot of trees around here, so a lot of roots. So I dug. I had to chop off a lot of roots, and you can even see I even went under a root there. I hope that didn't cause any problems, but maybe that'll hold the pipe down better. But yeah, I kind of curved a little bit off to the side because I didn't want to tear up my mom's strawberry patch and rhubarb patch. She's got rhubarb. It's all kind of dead now because it's fall. But yeah, and then as you go along, you can see. Right here. There's another thing you got to watch out for. Get down on my knees here, which I didn't know that, but back years and years ago, we used right where the clothesline pipe is there, we had a chicken coop there. Well, my dad tore out the chicken coop, and he took the wire out from inside the house up there, but the cable's still here. So and then of course I didn't check for cable before I started digging. And sure enough, ran right into the chicken coop wire that went to the chicken coop. And so, but like I say, there's no power to it. It doesn't matter if I banged into it a little bit. But I'm thinking I might just put a little something over that, something to cover that up. Probably shouldn't bury that with the dirt after I knock the casing off of it. And then you go up here and ran into a few roots here because of this tree, but I had to chop the roots off with an axe. But and then right here we here's the gas line that goes to the house, and we had to burrow underneath that. And then here's the wire that went to the chicken coop, and you can see how rotten that is there. But so but I think I'll just bury that. But you got to be really, really careful around this LP line because that's made of copper, and it's real easy to cut off. And then here's where we fed it into the house. Here's where we fed it into the house right there. That was my brother's idea, putting these square boxes in. It's kind of makes a little nicer job that way. And you just feed that back up. But we barely had enough cable to reach. The cable's pulled really tight in the house, and then I'm going to reach in there and pull a little bit more through. So it'll be a little nicer that way. But anyway, that's. Then they said, "Oh, you should get the cement to put on the joints." I got my helper right there on the joints, and I'm glad I didn't do that either, because I wouldn't have been able to pull it apart and feed the cable through, because I had to pull it apart every 40 feet and feed the cable through some more, and then put it back together and feed it through some more. So, but yeah, you can see my brother's doing some painting here. We're scraping the old paint off. And so, but anyway, that's enough of that. So.